Oh, so
It's
many
almost
good movies.
But
For
what did
real.
you guys? But we're here to talk about one in particular, which is Independence Day.
Yeah.
So,
Heck
what did you
yeah.
guys think? Got like a favorite moment? Seeing again, I love this film. I was so glad that I got to watch this again because it's been a few years since I've actually seen it, and I don't know, man. I was like at the edge of my seat again, even though I knew what was going to happen. I love the president's speech. I love that America came back and won. I loved everything about it. I love that the aliens set a precedent. Like they're just like, we're just locusts. We're here to eat your planet, and you can't beat us. We're just we're bigger and better than all of you. So
Yeah.
There's so many good scenes. Like I like when the crazy dude, I forgot his name, was like said I'm bad, and then it's like up yours.
Dennis Quaid
Yeah, that
Randy
was
Quaid.
really
or Randy
That was-
Quaid, yeah.
Randy Quaid, yeah.
that was really
Yeah,
funny.
It has so many different genres in it too, and it's kind of like Mike was saying, like it is kind of two separate movies, and then also there are like multiple genres inside of these two separate movies where like we get horror moments where there's like the scene where they cut the alien open and it's straight up out of a horror movie and it's wrapped around his throat and it's talking through him, and that scene is so cool. And there's just a lot of these unexpected little moments that work so well. And yes, it's got the typical stuff that these like blockbuster movies do that are just your popcorn go to the cinema stuff, but this is the best. This is what you go to the movie theater for. This is what everyone has been missing from theaters for quite some time, and that's kind of why it's like we need to get back to this type of filmmaking where it's like, and yes, there is some propaganda, there is whether it be the be scared of aliens propaganda or the America stuff, but either way it's like who cares, the movie is still super solid. I don't know, it's a freaking blast. I think it still holds up great. Even the CG, like it was when CG was getting better, but it still works and it still holds up pretty well for me.
Yeah. Well, dude, the facelessness of the aliens in the beginning is so ominous, and they do scale really well here, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
The size of the motherships or whatever they were so insane. It's like it shows that this is far bigger than even New York City is, or LA or wherever. And that scale is just, I don't think we'd ever seen anything quite like that level of scale until this movie.
No.
Yeah.
And I will say this, the score that goes along with the impeding doom, like all of the clouds, because the ships are entering the atmosphere, the dun, 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 like it was so, that was really well done. And then it breaks through the cloud. I remember people gasping in the theater when I saw it.
Dude.
Yeah, I was like, because it was just insane, the level of scale, which they, like you said, they did a great job of pulling off.
Yeah, and because you like, if you knew anything about the movie, obviously you know that like things are gonna go crazy. But if you didn't know anything about this film, like if you watch this for the first time, you really don't know if the aliens are gonna be like menacing or not at first, because it just kind of like the action and everything gets really still for a little bit. And you're like, okay, maybe let's see what happens. And I love Jeff Goldblum in this film. He's so perfect. Yeah, like
He plays the
being able to figure out-
environmentalist.
Yeah,
That figures it all out.
Yep, he's like he's the one that figures it all out, and they do a great job of showing that. And dude, I love the whole thing. And then like you also have like really weird things in this movie that don't make any sense, but are there. Like his dad, which Patrice O'Neal makes fun of his dad all the time. He's just like stereotypical Jewish guy. He's like, hey, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my David.
Yeah.
I'm like, why is he still around? And they're like, whatever, like just let him. They take him to Area 51 for no reason. Like he should be like off, like quarantined somewhere safe.
He has that one line. He's like, "How do y'all pay for this?" He's like, "You think you really pay $30 for a hammer?"
Yeah.
But by the way, I just had like a super flashback thanks to Dan Vask in the chat. What up, Dan? But he brought up the video game for PS1, which he says is terrible. I totally forgot I had that video game and played the crap out of it. It is terrible, but I also loved it. I don't know if any of y'all played it, but yeah, looking back, yeah, it wasn't great, but I played it a bunch.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like when they're praying and then the guy sits down and he's like, "But I'm not Jewish." And it's like, "Well, nobody's perfect."
Nobody's perfect. Yeah. He was enjoyable for what it was, but it was a bit over the top. It was he's like us. If I knew I was going to meet the president, I wouldn't have dressed like a schlemiel. But he was good comedy relief, and Jeff Goldblum was weird, wonderfully weird, like he is in every movie.
Well, let's talk about Jeff Goldblum in this movie, because he starts out like super liberal, like, I'm going to save the planet, we're not recycling enough, I can't believe you do these things, and by the end of this movie, and I mean he's hardcore liberal, So to the point where I don't know if they're trying to say that the president is Republican and that's why he punched him or what. But by the end of the movie, he's like crashing out because all the save the planet stuff doesn't matter because the aliens were going to blow us up anyways. And then he's in the cockpit smoking cigars. He's back with his woman. You know, like I feel like he has a very based arc. But
he does. Yeah, he does. And there's scene actually when Will Smith's getting married with his wife and when they're in there, like that's a really moving scene. It's a great scene. Man, there's just some really cool moments. They fit a lot into this movie. Now granted it's 2.5 hours, like, but I think that it earns that full 2.5 hours. It doesn't feel too overly long to me, really. No.
Well, and another thing too about this movie that's really funny, you know, they obviously mention Area 51 and stuff. This was in 96. That was not like, yes, people talked about it, but it wasn't like super crazy public knowledge at that time that was even like kind of a conspiracy. Like we didn't have the internet where you could just like look it up. So like it had this kind of appeal to it of like, yeah, like there's a secret crazy government base and they have like alien stuff on it and stuff.
Dude,
like
X-Files was in full tilt, man. Everybody was ready for it. Like,
yeah.
So they were all about the Area 51. Yeah.
So it was like, holy crap. Yeah. But yeah, I agree. The president, Bill Pullman's like, great, but yeah, the fact that he's like a fighter pilot, I belong in the air. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, bro? Like, yeah, I don't know. I just this movie works so well, like on all levels.
It was great. I really liked it. It was enjoyable. I suspended belief in a lot of different places, but it made it really enjoyable.
We're gonna watch the teaser trailer real quick. Oh, go ahead. Who was speaking? I didn't mean to
I was just gonna say I have this weird problem with Bill Pullman where I can't see him as anyone but the dad from Casper. Yeah. I've seen that movie so many times.
That's funny.
That's the only person I see. Even still to this day, it's really weird. Which that movie's fantastic. I know some people hate on it, but whatever. It's great.
The guy, the lead from Spaceballs. He's always gonna be him.
Right. That too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stop it if you see a scene that you want to talk about. We'll go from there. Might have to turn that down just for a second because of the music.
Yeah.
Right. Am I wrong? But didn't SETI, or however you say it, have like a program that everybody could download in their computer to search for alien life?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SETI at home. I had it. It would run a screensaver, and they would give you itty bitty pieces of data to run through to see if you could find any signals from alien life, and it would just run in the background on your computer. I had it in college.
Because that's what I was thinking about when this came up. I was like, I'm pretty sure that was a thing. I wonder if they found it.
I didn't have it. It was awesome. I miss it.
You think he was a good president?
Yeah.
No.
Did he play a good president?
He got a lot of people killed because he refused to let them be scared.
I didn't like his Dirty Harry delivery. Back then I was okay, but his, Mom let me stay up last night. He goes, traitor.
I don't think
he's got that smoky voice, which doesn't match his kind of like boyish good look. It doesn't work, but it's fun enough in the movie. It's campy.
He made some really bad decisions because he refused to leave the White House. He let his wife just not leave and delay her flight instead of putting, the public, instead of telling everybody, yeah, go ahead, seek shelter or leave, evacuate just to be safe. He's like, no, we're just going to pretend everything is fine. But he did change his mind towards the end. And, he did have a very inspiring speech.
I thought it was great. You guys are wrong.
I think it was good. Have any of you guys seen the new show Paradise?
No.
Okay. Well, it stars James Marsden, and I feel like now, after rewatching this, that they actually modeled James Marsden's character after this president in this movie, and he's the president in that movie. James Marsden is in that movie, and they are so similar. It's very interesting because it's also another like younger president, kind of controversial, whatever. There's a lot of parallels, and it was interesting, but it definitely reminded me of it.
It was hard to make the switch from Lone Star to president of the United States, but I think he did a great job.
Yeah.
Nobody got that joke.
Get over 15 miles of themselves. Where are they heading? Should be entering our atmosphere within the next 25 minutes.
It's perfect, and they don't like to do characters like this very often. The last time I saw a character like him, not that guy, a couple of frames back, that one, he is only there to be a jerk the entire.
Yeah, he's the jerk character. You're right.
You're supposed to want to punch him the entire film. The last time I think I saw a character like that was in Peter Jackson's Hobbit films, the Master's like servant or whatever. I don't know why they stopped using that character. It's very easy to write somebody in like that to represent everything that's going wrong, why you shouldn't listen to the hero who's obviously right. I feel like it is like kind of it's a type, so I understand why they don't always use it, but I kind of wish they would bring that back. I think people I forgot the guy's name, but no,
Peck.
he actually is, Peck, that's it.
And they give him a name like that too. Peck.
Right. Die Hard had one of those guys. A lot of those old 80s films would have people like that in the school administration. Dolores Umbridge is kind of like that, although she's kind of the ultimate version of that hateable person. She's bigger than that. But this guy, the entire purpose of this person is to make you hate him in the film.
Mm-hmm. It's a good
And he did a great job.
Yeah.
All right. So what I love about this scene is that they did a great job in showing that everybody is about to be affected.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter your status, how rich you are, what race you are, where you live. You're about to be affected by something that's coming. And they just mixed it up. Like, see, like you got the business white guy in there. You got the kids playing basketball. There was like a homeless person there. Like it was just everyone's about to be affected on this. There's no. This is how you do diversity. Wake up, Hollywood. This is how you do diversity well. No one was complaining about anything. They did a good job.
I love lines like that.
It's so good. Yeah, I thought the same thing when they had that. It was just like he just gets the look, and you're like, man, that was good.
It's like chess. First their position refuses, use this one symbol to synchronize their efforts. And then what? Checkmate. I really don't think they flew 90 billion light years to start a fight.
Oh my god, yeah, no. Why? No.
Represents the perfect SJW weirdo. In such a way where these movies used to warn us, don't be dumb like these people. Now these people run Hollywood. So that's just where we are. Sorry, I had to point that out.
No, but like that point where they're on the top of the building, everybody in the movie theater is like, what are you doing?
They're so stupid.
Then they get zotted, and there's a sense of joy a little bit in the movie.
Yeah.
Like, good.
Yeah.
You
Oh, yeah.
deserve-
Yeah, like karma. Finally, this is karma. This is what you deserve.
Yeah, she's the one that gets killed.
Yeah, she's the
Being on the
idiot
roof.
that says, "Yeah, I
Yeah.
promise I won't go up there." And then she is with her stupid sign.
This was the scene right here, and Mike was right. He said earlier that they clip this out, and there was articles written that people thought this was real, that the White House.
It looks great. There's so much. I think Rough Night said in the chat. There's so much practical effects in this movie, and it's why
Mhm.
everything looks so good.
There's so many particles flying off of this right now,
Yes.
and you know how much they could just do another pass and add some more with CGI, and it wasn't good enough. This amazing explosion wasn't good enough. Let's throw some more junk on the screen. Like, no, they didn't do that. Well, I don't think they did that. I actually think this was to the point where they weren't using CGI in that way. But the explosions in this film, I mean, they are the best part of this film to me.
Rough Night was actually talking about that. He said that they use all practical effects in this.
Yeah, we
for,
said
like, the
that.
sets and stuff. Yeah,
from
Okay.
Rough
which is
Night.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Which makes the movie.
We
a
literally
lot
said the exact
better.
same thing, Mike, like less than 30 seconds ago.
Did they really? Oh,
Yeah.
was
So you
eating.
got a double shout out.
yeah. There you go.
A double shout out. It said it took them like a few weeks and a month to build some of these sets, at least in the article.
Nothing you want to add to this briefing, Captain Miller? No, sir. I'm just so anxious to get up there and whoop E.T.'s ass, that's all.
Here it is. I thought it was a great trailer. It didn't really give away too much. Well, here is the Independence Day reviews from all of you in the chat. Did we get an influx of reviews, Blaine, for Critic?
We did
I
a
love
bunch.
it.
There's been a bunch today. We were in the 60s today, and it's already up to 86.
Oh, let's go.
I love that this show
Yeah.
is leading the charge, man. Nothing makes me happier to see that. Free T-shirts for everyone.
Yeah,
maybe.
And I've been seeing some of our like OG Criticalist users that had nothing to do with any of this community all coming to the show now, which is also super cool. Like
It's
people
pretty
that
awesome.
have come from all over the internet. So it's really rad. I really like that. Like the whole Criticalist community is getting behind this and really digs what we're doing. So
Yeah, because Criticalist Cast is kind of lame, so I decided to do this show here to kind of make it something.
I mean,
Help 'em out a little
clearly it's
'Cause
so
we never
lame.
get invited on. I don't know what it
Listen, it's so lame that Mo's ass stood me up last week. Not
Oh,
only,
so we're going there, huh?
Whoa!
All right.
not only did Mo stand me up, then both of my co-hosts stood me up, and the only person to come on my show with me was freaking Odin. Odin showed up, and he was heading out of town, and he came on. So all I gotta say is, OMB reviews came in.
You could have thrown. You could have thrown a StreamYards my way. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Well,
You literally could have invited me.
Yeah, you could have invited me. I would not stand you up.
all right. Well, clearly Mo, I mean, and he was even going to hang out with me IRL, in person. And he was just like, he sent me a text and he was like, Blaine, you suck. I hope that you fail this show and it's terrible. That's what I got from Mo. Like, and then he just, and I even bought him a ticket to the movie. I had to refund his ticket. This guy.
All I said was mullets are gay. I'll see you next time. And you're just extrapolating all that from what I said. All right, sure.
It's,
If you haven't joined Criticalist, it's absolutely free. I don't know about the free shirt. We'll let Blaine work on that. But
Well, after that getting thrown under the bus, I got 2 that I'm willing to give away right now. So.
already used.
For yes,
Wow.
game worn jerseys. For all
Yeah,
that.
but then the
stand
shirts
you
we
up.
want to give away are probably already really smelly.
Wow, she
Stinky
said you
shirts.
stink. Anyway, Michael,
Stinky
90,
shirts.
you get a thumbs up from me, brother. You see the rest of the panel they're not doing it, but I am. That's going to help your Criticalist score. Another 90 right here. Roger, a lot of 90s. I gave it a 95, and I got 30 thumbs up and some comments I probably should read in private. But Candyman gave it a 79. All right, I'll let that slide. I think anything under 75, I'm going to get a thumbs down. Disney Man coming out with a 100. Corn Boy, my dude, with an 85. Jose Taco with a 90. I'm loving these scores. Justin with a 95 at July 4th Essential. I highly encourage everyone to watch the extended cut of the film. There you go. Yeah, with a set. Oh, yeah, that. I enjoy this film. Great cast. Kept my interest. Made me laugh. Tear up a
Join
little.
us.
They were great special effects. Held up well over the years. Why 71? Sorry. Rough Night with a 95. Glorious practical effects. Mo just made the cut.
Oof.
He already
just
got 3
dodged
thumbs
it.
down.
That's a really low score.
Yo, 76.
4. He has 4
Hey,
thumbs
I
down.
said
Four.
what I
What are
said.
you doing? I'm
He
gonna
has
just like your
4
review
thumbs
now.
down.
I
I guess now that makes 5 because I was number 4.
Mo.
When I
I
first
said
saw
what I
this when I
said.
was 15, this was the coolest movie ever! Exclamation point. Improper use of grammar. I remember people applauding at the end. However, let's go to the next review.
Yikes.
Alex with a 100. Retro. You get a thumbs up for me, brother. I could have been at a barbecue. I love that line. I love this movie. Peak Pro America, peak 90s, peak popcorn cinema. Why'd you give it a 75 then, man? Be a little bit higher. Holy
Don't fuck it
fudge. I never say his name because I don't cuss. Give it an 81. Not my favorite. What is that? Emmerich?
Emmerich.
Rick.
Definitely my top 5 of mass genocide movies. I love it. The Canadian with a 40.
Mm.
Sorry, buddy. He said it's okay. The effects are cheesy. Sorry, the Marines don't have that many F-18s compared to the U.S. Navy. Space Command was always under the U.S. Air Force. Boy, we got a little technical here, didn't we?
Wow.
Oh, he's from Canada. I give him a break. Blaine with a 92 and promotes the show. Can't say that about other people on the panel.
Nice person.
I know. Jeez.
Huh? What happened?
Wow.
Expired with
And
an 89.
Why
Gotta
didn't
love
you
it.
have the link up in time?
Beach Dad with an 80. I love it. Solid movie, good plot. Don't find many Will Smith fans these days. Always a fun time if you're drunk. I love reviews like that. These are like, those are the best reviews ever. It's the best. My man Brimstone with a 93. I remember this year when it came out. Saw it on the big screen when it came out on. Look at that VHS.
Nice.
I watched it like 3
Yeah.
times a day till the tape wore out.
Oh wow.
That's a good film when you do that.
Really?
It's commitment.
It was house guest, but you know.
Lady Aaron, if you give her a thumbs down, she will hunt you down and pluck your eyebrows and eyeballs out with a dull butter knife.
I was going to say
dirty.
you got to pay good money to have your eyebrows plucked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I was
right.
gonna ask, is she like styling your eyebrows or just plucking everything?
No, she's ripping them. She's cutting them off your face, pretty
Ouch.
much. She said
Skin
not
and all.
true. My bad. Dirty fork, not butter knife. My bad.
Give me
Dirty
the-
fork.
My
Oh,
man
we
Epic
got-
Mike gave it a 92. No thumbs down from me. There's really old movies. He wants to do Casablanca. Gave it a
Uh-oh.
70, man. No.
Yo, what are we doing?
That's really low.
Sorry, man.
I like how every time Jonas is like this. That's real low. That's real low.
Steel
Just wait
Egg
until
keeping
you
up with
see
the
Jonas.
100. Gotta
Just
love
wait
it.
until you see Jonah's review.
Mm-hmm.
Bad.
All right,
It's
Steel
bad.
Egg, I gotta talk to you, man. This is a freaking heck of a run-on sentence we got going here, man.
What are you? The first chapter of Ephesians?
We've got we got to work on that run-on sentence. That's a run-on sentence. We need a little. And he says a bad word because it says a-hole I love. All right, or it could mean a-hole I love that. You don't want to say I love an a-hole. I mean, we can read that in so many different ways. Hey, I feel your pain, brother. When I text message people, that voice to text kills me every time, man. It kills me. I'm glad you're here though. Look at this. We got Discat Matt with the lightning bolt. I don't have
It
one.
is.
Thumbs up. Welcome to Earth. There you go. Let's see. Chew Buccaneer, my dude, with a 90. Glorious, over the top, blowing stuff up in the name of freedom, friendship, and questionable computer science. I love reviews like this. What?
Judge, listen, play that video though. This was in the movie. My kids bust out laughing every
it's
time this
hilarious.
scene happens. It's
Dude,
so good.
The way his body just hits, like
It just it's
He
That's pretty
freaking
low.
breaks his legs on this.
it
Like,
just he crumbles.
no.
Oh my god.
the vanilla ice cream of sci-fi movies.
There you go.
Sorry, thumbs down. Broken. I got to stick to my principles, man. Broken Wrench gave it an 81. You get a thumbs up from me, brother.
There you go.
Fergusonian. Yeah, I guess I said it right. 84. I want to start by expressing my confusion since the poster for this says ID4, which made me think this was apparent fourth movie of the franchise. That's a good point.
That's,
It does look like that.
yeah, that's funny.
But it was like July 4th, right? That's what they were going
Yeah.
for.
hmm
Yeah. You guys like when I do these reviews, right? You guys think it's
Yeah.
funny.
I
Mrs.
think it's
Rough Night gave it
hilarious.
a 100. She's an American and she loves this country, unlike other people on the panel. There's Alley Cat with a 90%. Mr. P with a 100. I love it. I love it.
is.
It's timeless. Cinematic triumph. Look at that beautiful.
I mean, even the
language
font
that
is
he
dated.
wrote.
Come on. The font on the titles is dated. What are we talking
I
about?
love it. Look at that avatar too. There's everything around here is proper.
It's
and
just
excellent.
classy. Classy.
Chaos Hammer with an 85. It's a great summer blockbuster. The cast is good chemistry. A great movie review. Probably Toxic with an 85. I think this could be a good Father's Day film.
Why?
I mean, well, he marries a stripper.
Yeah.
Like
The
I love how
dad,
she's
the dad
like-
has a redemption arc, man.
Finds out she's a stripper and she goes, "I'm sorry." She says, "Don't be. I'm not."
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what? Probably Toxic. I'm with you. Dr. Manzar with a 80. All right, you made it past. All right. Independence Day is the definition of turn your brain off, sit down and enjoy. Hey, man, sometimes we need it. It's rough out there right now. There's people protesting. There's weirdos. I don't know. Florida right now, everybody's all upset over some alligator Alcatraz, which I think is awesome, but here we are. Nick gave it an 86. Welcome to Earth. I love it. The Hooded Man gave it a 100. Look at this. I saw this when I was a teenager, when I saw this movie in the cinema with my father. I love this. It was an experience I'll never forget. That's freaking awesome, man. My eyes were glued onto the screen. The plot is simple. Aliens want our resources, strategically attack our big cities. Great review. Need more followers. There's Sevi with a 80. I almost thought that was an 85.
Whew.
Classic movie about America leading the world.
Yep.
Nice job, Sevi. Got a thumbs up
know.
for me. Another
Thank you.
100. There's Wops. She got a lightning bolt. I don't even know. She dropped a lot of money today. She gets a
paid
thumbs
user.
up. She's some rich millionaire living off the coast. I don't know. Probably a cousin of mine. Who knows? Jethro gave it an 84. Thank you. Let's see. A 78. You just made the cut. Oh no.
Oh.
Jonas!
Oh.
Garbage review.
Ah,
I warned you guys. I told you guys.
Yep.
Just wait until you get to Jonas.
Read
We
the whole
warned y'all that he was a commie, that he was just hiding out. This
I
was
love
all
America, and
anti-American
that's why I
sentiment.
think that America can do better.
That's what
Oh,
villains
no.
say. That's what villains say before they like destroy them. I love America. I love America.
Is
And
this
then they
not
like
your most natural form?
look at them.
I don't even want to read it.
he had it up and he scrolled through. I was like, nah, I'm good.
It's not
Mr.
worth
Rex
reading it. Skip
Also
it.
has a lightning bolt. Love to see it.
Heck yeah.
Gave it a 97. Sarah gave it a 95. Life on Marshmallows, a 99, baby. Love it. Such a well put together movie. You're a real American. We got Cub Nut 387.
Feel the
War
shade.
Machine with a lightning bolt. Love to see it. Gave it a 100. Smallville 80. Look at all these great reviews. Dark Joker. And I think we've hit.
I gave the Patriot a 100%. No, no.
Mm.
I'll give you a thumbs down. I don't know you. So make sure you sign up to Critic List.